Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Wednesday the 2nd of May 2018. I'm Darren Sinden, and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @DS_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. A pretty quiet session over the last 24 hours, as you might imagine, with many major markets closed for the May Day holidays yesterday. I will just flag the moves that there were and that caught my eye. First of all, further weakness in the Australian dollar, giving back around 0.17% yesterday against its US counterpart. Gains also for the dollar against the Indian rupee, where the greenback made 0.34%. And also against its Singaporean counterpart, with the US dollar gaining by 0.19% against the Singaporean currency. Right then, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. A fairly compact calendar, but nonetheless one that's full of interesting and informing data. First of all, we've already had Caixin manufacturing PMI data for April out of China, and we'll look at that in a bit more detail momentarily. Just to draw your attention to the fact as well that ongoing today we have an ECB non-monetary policy meeting. At 7:55 this morning GMT, we will have market manufacturing data, PMI data that is, for April out of Germany, and that'll be followed at 8 o'clock GMT by the same data for the wider Eurozone. At 8:30 we'll have the influential PMI construction data for the UK for April. Construction is quite a key sector here in the UK, and certainly as far as sentiment is concerned, this should have some kind of directional influence on the pound. At 9 AM we'll have gross domestic product for the first quarter out of Italy, but that'll be overshadowed at the same time by the release of GDP data for Q1 from the wider Eurozone. And at the same time we'll have unemployment data from the Eurozone for the month of March. In the US we'll have at 12:15 ADP employment change data for April. Jumping forward then to 15:30, we'll hear from German Bundesbank President Jens Weidmann as he gives a speech. And then at 1800 GMT tonight, the real meat on the bones and one of two major economic announcements this week. In this case, the Fed interest rate decision meeting for May. Right, breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, China's April Caixin manufacturing PMI came in ahead of forecasts at 51.1 versus forecasts of 50.9 and a prior read of 51 dead in March. However, falling export orders have dented the confidence outlook, the survey reveals. Meanwhile, in nearby even Taiwan, manufacturing PMI fell to its lowest read for 6 months. That might sound desperate, but that was still a print of 54.8, and obviously the envy of many a developing nation. But more worryingly, perhaps, was the fact that South Korean April manufacturing PMI fell to 48.4 versus last month's read of 49, and well into contraction territory, I should say. But perhaps there's some cheer for all three of these Asian economic giants, as we had news from Apple last night. Apple earnings soothed iPhone sales concerns as the company reported earnings that grew by 25%, revenues that were up by 16%, and iPhone sales that grew by 2.9% on the quarter. The Apple shares gained 5% in after-hours trading. Right then, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. And why not think about this? Ahead of today's Eurozone unemployment data, UBS shines a light on migration into Germany from across Europe. It seems that unemployed citizens from other European states are not moving and filling German job vacancies, and there are hundreds of thousands of unfilled jobs now in Germany. The reasons why there has been a fall off in migration and labour mobility, if we can call it that, are not clear, however. But if it continues, this could become a serious drag on the ability of the German economy to fill those job vacancies. Right then, please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of leverage products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.